Welcome to Cruise News with the Travel Scouts. Let's quickly roll through the latest cruise news to get you fully up to speed. There has been a lot of tragedy in the cruise industry this week. I will start with reports on several of those sad situations. We will also get you the latest on the massive hurricane that is barreling through the Caribbean and is moving towards the Bahamas. Let's go ahead and kick it off with incident number 1. A cruise passenger has died while on an excursion at Lizard Island. Lizard Island is on the Great Barrier Reef off the northeast coast of Australia. The 80-year-old woman was on a cruise with Coral Expeditions. Passengers were exploring the island on an excursion on Saturday, and she was reported missing after she did not return to the ship. Sadly, her body was discovered and she was confirmed to be dead on Sunday. There are conflicting accounts regarding what exactly happened to her, and I stay away from speculation, so we'll wait to hear more on that. We have received a statement from one of the cruise line's executives that says, quote, "While investigations into the incident are continuing, we are deeply sorry that this has occurred and are offering our full support to the woman's family. Very sad. I am praying for her family, and that also goes for the next few incidents that I will share." Moving on to the second one, number 2, a crew member went overboard from a Viking cruise ship. This occurred yesterday morning and involved the Viking Star. The ship is currently conducting voyages in the Mediterranean. The Star did immediately go into emergency search procedures, but they were unable to locate the crew member. The Italian Coast Guard assumed responsibility for the search, but after well more than a day, they have not had success either. An investigation is underway. And then number 3, a crew member from P&O Cruises has died in a tragic accident. The incident took place on the P&O 𝗷𝗿a on Sunday. The 𝗷𝗿a is on a 14-day transatlantic sailing that originated in Southampton, England. According to reports, the crew member died from an undisclosed incident that took place in the cruise ship's elevator shaft. The cruise line issued a statement saying, quote, "We can confirm the death of a crew member following an accident on board the 𝗷𝗿a yesterday. Our thoughts and prayers are with their family and friends, both on board and at home, and we are providing every possible support to them." Next, number 4, Royal Caribbean Group is making an enhancement to their loyalty program. Royal Caribbean Group operates the 3 main cruise lines of Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, and Silversea Cruises. Now, they have allowed a loyalty status match across those 3 brands for quite some time, and that is not changing, and they're not changing benefits. What is changing is they are adding a new feature called Points Choice. Historically, when you sailed with one of their cruise lines, the points that you accrued for that voyage only applied for that cruise line's loyalty program. With Points Choice, they're going to change that, and they're going to let you decide which of their cruise brands you want your points to apply to. So in this way, regardless of which one you sail with, you can ensure you are advancing in loyalty status with your favorite, and since they status match, you can enjoy those perks across all of their cruise lines. The date for the Points Choice rollout has not yet been announced, but Royal Caribbean told us to expect it to be in early 2026. Then number 5, I have a hurricane season update. Very powerful Category 5 Hurricane Melissa is bearing down on Jamaica. Let's start with an update that was just provided by the National Hurricane Center.
Hi, we're here at the National Hurricane Center with an update on catastrophic Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5 storm, maximum sustained winds around 185 miles per hour this morning, poised to make landfall on the southwestern coast of Jamaica here in the next hour or 2. Right now, Melissa is now moving more steadily toward the north-northeast at 9 miles per hour, expected to make landfall here in the next couple hours in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland parishes, the northern portion of the eye wall now starting to move on shore in areas like Black River, Barbary Hall, Blunters. It's going to be a very dangerous scenario is now starting to play out in the next few hours as the eye of Melissa moves across Jamaica today. Catastrophic wind damage expected in the eye wall here, total building failures, and the winds will be even higher up here in the areas of high topography. You could have wind gusts over 200 miles per hour in some of those high mountains here across Jamaica. We're also going to see that storm surge play out here in the next couple of hours along the south coast, near and to the right of where the center crosses the coast. Could see inundation of 9 to 13 feet above ground level with destructive wave action on top of it. So everybody in Jamaica needs to be in their safe place, stay indoors, do not go out when the eye crosses over. There will be a period of relative calm, but with the forward speed increasing and the very small size of the eye, winds will pick up and dangerous conditions will pick up very quickly as the backside of the eye moves through. So do not go outside. Plan to shelter in place throughout the day today. On the rainfall front, rainfall forecast has not changed, expecting widespread 15 to 30 inches of rainfall. Already seeing pictures of flooding in the Kingston area this morning. Isolated rainfall totals could be as high as 40 inches in locations, producing catastrophic, life-threatening flooding, numerous landslides in these areas. So just a catastrophic situation playing out here for Jamaica through the rest of today into tonight. Now zooming out to the impacts that we're going to see in other areas as the center of Melissa moves off the north coast of Jamaica. We're expecting it to make landfall in southeastern Cuba overnight tonight or early Wednesday morning. We have hurricane warnings in effect for much of eastern Cuba. Then the center of Melissa will move out into the southwestern Atlantic and through the southeastern Bahamas during the day on Wednesday into Wednesday evening, where we have hurricane warnings in effect as well. Significant rainfall, 5 to 10 inches in the southeastern Bahamas, and we're still going to see heavy rainfall in portions of Hispaniola with 6 to 8 additional inches across southern Haiti, Dominican Republic, with dangerous conditions playing out there.
All right, so a very bad situation. We have friends in Jamaica, so we are praying for them. The well-being of people is, of course, the most important thing. In regards to cruise operations, the best way to address this, I believe, is by itinerary because there have been so many changes. Certainly, all ships planned for Jamaica and the Cayman Islands have been rerouted. Additionally, many Eastern Caribbean sailings have adjusted their plans as well. This includes voyages that were scheduled to go to places such as St. Thomas, St. Martin, St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, basically routes that would require the ships to transit through the path of the storm. Now, if you have a cruise that is scheduled to go to the Bahamas in the next few days, you will want to keep an ear out for changes. Though many of the Bahamas ports may be out of the direct line of the hurricane, there is still the potential for rough seas, winds, and heavy rainfall. And some cruise lines may decide to make some changes, so stay tuned for updates. Okay, I have more cruise news pieces remaining, including some of the top headlines of the day, but now it is time for our fast mid-show check-in. In the last video, I asked how you would rate Carnival Cruise Line's overall reputation. I received input from more than 6,000 of you, and here are the results. The majority, 52%, feel Carnival has a below-average reputation. A large portion, 33%, identified them as being average, 10% rated their reputation as above average, and 5% feel that their reputation is great. Thank you so much for that input and lots of good comments. Several of you who noted that you sail frequently with Carnival did point out that while they have a struggle with their reputation and brand image, the actual experience that you have with the cruise line is much better than perceived. So look, really good input by everyone. Thanks again. Here is today's question. The question for today is regarding the tough week that I've had to report in this broadcast. The majority of our news pieces in most episodes are regarding policy changes, new announcements, interesting data, and things of the such. But with over 700,000 people on cruise ships each and every day, there are things that happen from time to time, just as there are at hotels and airports and even in our hometowns. But we cover news for the cruise industry, and we have over 500,000 viewers that come back to check in from time to time, and a great portion of these are avid cruisers, so we report on things that happen. But here's the deal. I've never seen a fight on a cruise ship. I've never seen a violent event of any sort on a cruise ship. I've never been on a ship when someone went overboard. Most cruises are just fun, relaxation, and drama-free. I have seen medevacs. I have been on ships where there were deaths from natural causes. That happens. I have been on ships when there were rescues of people who were in boats. My question is, what about you? Have you ever had a serious incident occur on a cruise ship you were sailing on? Chime in down below with A for yes or B for no, and if you want to share a little bit about it, I would be greatly interested to know. I look forward to reading your comments, but now on with the cruise news. Number 6, Royal Caribbean has announced that they will be opening a new Royal Beach Club in Santorini, Greece. Santorini is a greatly sought after destination, and we are told that the Royal Beach Club Santorini will open next summer. With Royal Caribbean's Beach Club model, there is an extra cost for access. It's typically between $100 to $200 or more, depending upon the package you get. A lot of the details regarding this beach club have not been shared at this time. The cruise line likes to feed information out little by little to keep the buzz going. Royal Caribbean is rapidly expanding their private destinations. Coming into this year, they had 2. Within the next 3 years, they will have 8. This includes Royal Beach Club Paradise Island that will open in Nassau this year. Then in 2026, we will see the opening of Royal Beach Club Cozumel, Santorini that we just discussed. Silversea will open their southernmost hotel. Then in 2027, there will be the opening of Perfect Day Mexico. And in 2028, there will be the opening of Lalepa. Then number 7, Carnival Cruise Line has announced that they are expanding their capacity in Mobile, Alabama. Cruise Line has announced that they are bringing a larger cruise ship to the port. Beginning in May of 2027, the Carnival Spirit will be replaced by the Carnival Valor. The Valor can potentially carry up to 1,000 more passengers. And in addition to that, Carnival announced that the Valor will be offering year-round voyages from Mobile. The ship home ported there typically leaves during the summer months to provide Alaska cruises from Seattle. But now Mobile will have its very own cruise ship full time. Moving on to number 8, I want to make you aware of our new Travel Scouts Deals channel. With this, Kelly has reserved space on a lot of different cruise ships, and great itineraries that we have scouted out. And since prices on cruises continues to go up, a lot of the prices that she locked in are really good. So what we have decided to do is to post these on our side channel that we have now named the Travel Scouts Deals. We have just posted the first video. It gives all the details for the particular sailing, and bottom line, at a minimum, a person would stand to save hundreds of dollars, and depending upon the cabin category, could save well over $1,000 per person, for example with an ocean view balcony. So we're talking great cruises at great bargains. Now the plan is to begin regularly posting these videos. Now, as long as there's a regular thumbnail with the video, we still have space available. Once all of our space is filled up, we will change the thumbnail and include a banner that reflects that it is sold out. So I wanted to make you aware of this new channel so you could check it out from time to time if you're looking for cruise deals. If that is something that you are interested in, I will put a link to that channel down in the video description, and I will also put a link in the pinned comment along with the question of the day. Then number 9, if you like history, there will be a very unique opportunity on an HX Expeditions cruise ship. In 2026, HX Expeditions will be celebrating their 130-year anniversary of offering expedition cruises. And to commemorate this, beginning on January 29th and throughout the rest of the year, the cruise line is setting up a cabin on their vessel called the MS Fridtjof Nansen, and that cabin will be a replica of what it would have been like to be on a sailing in 1896 when the cruise line launched. The cost for the experience is 450 euros per night. Right now, that's about $524 US, and it is that one price regardless of whether 1 or 2 people are staying in the cabin. Do know that passengers are limited to a max of 1 night in the cabin during that voyage. That way, more people can have the opportunity. Check-in for the cabin begins at 2 p.m. on the day of your reservation, and it is yours until 11 a.m. on the following day. Okay, I want to say a special thank you to our newest channel members, and for everyone, you are up to date. If you want to stay up to date and be ready for your next cruise, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.